So the first card you have for your past is the Hanged Man. So yes, what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing that this is about you, and you're kind of sitting back, hanging back, thinking about what you're going to do about a situation. It's like I'm seeing you picking up things, picking up information, kind of sitting back and thinking, I can see this situation in front of me. I'm a bit suspicious about it. I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm just going to sit back and see and observe and think about what's actually happening here. It's that kind of thing. Picking up information about a situation, and I'm seeing you were feeling a little bit unsure about what someone was telling you. You might have been a little bit suspicious about someone. This is probably a relationship situation I'm seeing. And you might have been thinking, that doesn't add up. They've said this thing to me and it doesn't add up. You weren't saying anything to this person at the time. I'm seeing you were just thinking about this. This is what I'm seeing. Hanging back with the Hanged Man, thinking about this person. And you were trying to form an opinion on what was happening. There's new growth. You probably can't see this here. The flowers covering it. You just have to believe me. I'm not lying to you. He's hanging on a tree. There's a branch above him, and there are leaves just starting to sprout out of the tree above him. So this is new growth. So what I'm seeing with that is this is about your ideas forming. So you're hanging back, looking at the situation. You're a little bit suspicious. Something doesn't quite add up. And you're just trying to form, or you were at this time, you were trying to form your ideas about this. You're thinking, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. I haven't quite made up my mind. It's that kind of thing. So the next card you have for your past is the Nine of Wands. So yes, I'm just seeing that this person in the Hanged Man, they were a little bit guarded as well. That's what I see. This person in this Nine of Wands, very guarded. He's kind of hiding a little bit behind the wand and retreating. So I'm seeing backwards and forwards kind of energy with this person. Maybe they came forward and they said something, started to say something, and then they realized maybe they shouldn't be saying something, and then they retreated, that kind of thing. And maybe that might have made you a bit suspicious as well. Maybe this person came forward and went back again, and they thought, you thought, why isn't this person saying any more? Why did they stop speaking? What are they hiding? You might be thinking, or you might have been thinking, that kind of thing. Retreating back. And yes, you're observing all of this at the time. You're just holding back, thinking about this. You might have been waiting to see what they were going to say next, if they were going to be quiet. You're actually being very smart about this. You're being a little bit strategic about this as well, around this person. And you had to be, because you felt that there are a few trust issues around this. And you weren't sure if that was actually, if you could trust what they were doing or not. It's that kind of not being sure about this. And you have had some rocky things in your past with this person, maybe not trust issues, but some other kind of thing. So that might be setting the scene as well about how you're feeling. So the last card you have your past is the Ten of Pentacles. Right, so what I'm seeing here is, I'm actually seeing this is about money issues. Obviously, I'm seeing that with the coins there. But I'm seeing money issues could have been stopping people from communicating, or maybe some disagreements around money or something like that. This could be a family situation. There is a family in this card. And if you look at this family, they're all doing different things. So they're kind of not really in harmony. They're not communicating. It's like they're all doing these different things, but then also the coins are kind of sitting in front of them. It looks like the coins are almost blocking them and stopping them from getting together or communicating. I don't always see this in this card, but this is what I'm seeing at this time when I look at this. So sometimes when I see cards, different things stand out at different times, and they're the right things for me to see quite often. I hope they are all the time. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So yes, these coins are blocking this family. They're blocking them communication. And yes, the family on this card, they're not really communicating. If you look at the couple in the center, they're just passing by one another. They're not stopping. They're not hugging. They're not kissing. They're not doing anything. They're just kind of passing by like ships in the night, that kind of thing. And the old man seems to be more interested in his dogs than anyone else. And also, if you look at this old man, he's wearing a kind of a cape. which is like a cape of wealth with grapes all over it. Is a little bit like, well, it is really like, a lot like the cape that the King of Pentacles wears. He's wearing this cape. He's quite a wealthy man, so this is about money as well. But he's not communicating with anyone either, only the dogs. He's not really communicating. He's just kind of looking at these dogs. So I'm seeing a money situation which was creating some kind of bad communication around a family or non-communication around a family. That's what I'm seeing with that. So the first card you have, your present, is the Ten of Wands. Yes, burdens, terrible, lots of things you have to do, feeling exhausted, that kind of thing I'm seeing. But I'm seeing this is about not you. This is about this person in the Hanged Man. This person who is going backwards and forwards, who you felt was being a little bit inconsistent with what they were saying. I'm just seeing them being really stressed, actually, overstressed, overburdened. I'm actually not seeing them being deliberately obtuse with you or even sneaky or anything like that. Yes, some things weren't adding up, and you're watching that, you're observing that with this person. But, you were right that some things weren't adding up or they weren't telling you everything. But they have some really serious problems. This is what I'm seeing. And they're going on outside of your relationship. So yes, of course, this is up to you whether you want to trust this person or not. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm not actually seeing them deliberately hiding anything from you or being dishonest or anything like that. I'm seeing that they could have been trying to hide how bad things were for them. Maybe even trying to protect you or trying to protect themselves from being asked questions or something like that. Maybe this is something they just don't feel like sharing. Maybe this is something that's really stressing them and they just want to kind of deal with this themselves. It might be something like that. Yes, what I'm seeing is that you shouldn't give up on this person. Don't give up on this person. Don't walk off. And yes, I'm seeing something else is definitely going on in their life, causing them a lot of stress. They might be wanting to keep all of this to themselves. So, of course, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm seeing that what's going on is something that's stress outside of you. It's not something that they're not deliberately trying to hide things from you or be sneaky or something like that. That's not what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your present, is the Chariot. Yes, don't walk away. The Chariot's moving away. So that's my advice. That's what I'm seeing there again. I'm seeing this Chariot. Don't walk away. So you could be feeling a little bit, hard-headed or even angry or upset with this person. This man in this Chariot, if you look at his face, he looks very angry, determined, serious, that kind of thing. But again, if this resonates, try to see the bigger picture here. It isn't as simple as things are being hidden for bad reasons. There are a lot of different reasons, a lot of complex reasons, and reasons that, I was just thinking, I get a lot in the comments if I say this. If I say that someone might be hiding something from you, but it might not be a bad thing. I always get comments saying, oh, if someone's hiding something from you, it means they're lying and they're sneaky and they're bad and you should leave them. Not necessarily. There could be a million reasons why someone doesn't want to talk about something. You might not want to share everything that's going on. You might have a big burden and you don't want to hurt the other person. It might be just that you don't feel like opening up to them. It might be I'll give you an example. It might be something like, say if I'm seeing someone and I talk to my mother privately and my mother says to me, oh, they're a horrible person you're seeing. I don't like this person you're in a relationship with you. They look terrible. They act terrible. They say this terrible thing. I just don't like them, and I don't like the way they look. I don't like this and that and the other thing. And I might say to my mother, well, I really like this person, so can you please not say anything about them? Don't say any more about them. I might not tell the person I'm seeing because I don't want to hurt them. If I tell them what my mother said, I might hurt them. And I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it myself. I've told my mother about it, not to do it again. Hopefully she won't. So I've dealt with it myself, but I might still be feeling a little bit upset about that. So it might look like I'm hiding something, and I am, because I'm not telling them what happened. But I'm not doing it for a bad reason. I'm not doing it for a sneaky, bad terrible reason. I'm not evil. So that could be one example. There are millions, but that could be one example why someone might hide something from someone else. So I won't go on about this. I won't go with this great big huge lecture about this. That's just what I'm seeing in this. And that I just wanted to say that because I did want to address that as well. But anyway, yes, there could be a lot of complex things going on in their life. Just try not to judge them too quickly. Just try. Don't get up and walk away. We've got the Chariot moving away. So don't do that straight away. Actually, they might need you the most. If they're going through something that's really stressful, like the Ten of Wands, this is where they're going to need you more than anything. This is where they're going to need you. They're not going to want judging. They're going to want someone who's going to be there for them. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your present, is the Queen of Swords. So yes, you are being a bit distant, not just from this person, but I'm seeing you probably being a little bit distant around a lot of people at this time. You're still holding back. You're still observing what's going on with this person in the Hanged Man. But you're also trying to sort through things in your mind. You're trying to kind of cut through things, cut through what's true, what isn't, cut through, what you think you should do, what you shouldn't be. You're trying to kind of discern between different things. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, it might take some time for you to be able to cut through all this and see what's going on. But if you're trying to talk to this person, just approach them very, very carefully, because I'm seeing they are going through a lot of things. That's what I'm seeing there. So yes, the first card you have for your future is the Empress. Here we are. Nurturing, taking care of something, or taking care of a person. This person needs you to take care of them. You're very close to them. I know you're very close to them. If you weren't close to this person, they wouldn't be all the way through this reading. They are. So this is someone who's very close to you. This is someone who needs you to help them, or needs you to at least just be there for them. The Empress is very nurturing. The Empress is a very loving woman. And yes, they're going to need people around them. You're the closest to them. I am seeing this as a relationship situation. It might not be, but that is what I'm seeing. It can relate to other things as well. Friends, family members, anyone who's very, very close to you who's going through this. But I am seeing a relationship situation in this. So yes, if this resonates, try and see beyond feeling like this person isn't telling you everything. They might not ever tell you anything. There might be a reason why. Just be there for this person. Just be there for them. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Seven of Cups. So I'm seeing you're still going to be unsure about what exactly is going on with this person, and this is going to be a very confusing time for you in your future, because I'm also seeing that you'll have a lot of different options you're going to be pursuing. Now, all of these options, or all of these opportunities that you have coming up for you in your future, they're all good. I'm seeing they're all very good. They might be career opportunities. This was in your last reading I'm seeing, but actually, yes, you have very good ones, and you're not going to want to know, or you're not going to know which ones to actually pursue. So it's going to be a little bit confusing for you with what to do. I'm just seeing that maybe you should just, if you have kind of 4 or 5 really good things, maybe you have 4 or 5 jobs. Maybe one's going here, one's doing this, one's with something else. Maybe it's a business opportunity. If you have a lot of things, you're not sure which ones to do, I would write them all down on a piece of paper in a book or something like that, in a notebook, and then just kind of look at each one and think about, how do I feel about this opportunity? If I was doing this, how would I feel? And then look at it again and say, play this little game with yourself and look at it again and say, how would I feel if I didn't get this opportunity? If you thought I had it, I thought I was going to start, and then it was suddenly taken away. If you feel devastated, that's the one you should take. So play these little games with yourself. How would I feel if I was doing this? How would I feel if it was taken away? And then compare each feeling that you feel with this thing with the next thing, and see, just compare them all. And that should give you an indication about which way you want to go. Okay, so the last card you have in your future is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, again, I know this is very specific, I can't help it, that's what I'm seeing. You're going to try and juggle sorting out what to do with this person, and you're juggling that with these decisions as well. So I'm also seeing you could have had an up and down history with this person, and I'm seeing that in the Nine of Wands. I've seen that you had this kind of rocky past. There's rocky water. I'll just move that. There's rocky water behind this man in the Two of Pentacles. So you have a rocky past with this person. Not necessarily things being hidden, but some sort of up and down past you have with them. So that just adds to the confusion here. But yes, I am seeing that, obviously decide for yourself, but don't give up. I'm seeing that you shouldn't give this person up. I just keep on seeing this. I'm seeing that you shouldn't give up on them. I'm sorry, I can't say anything else. That's what I'm seeing. Don't give up on this person.